Shorty look a beast, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Shorty look a beast, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Shorty look a beast, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Wanna see some more?
It's week 8 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He's one of the highest scoring backs in the league, ranking 5th in rushing touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys on
EA
Sunday
Sports
night.
coverage. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Well, the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. 2nd and 9. Prescott now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And got his man complete. Down to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work it ahead to about the 28, gain of 3. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
That's caught downfield by Kittle. Down the right sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 72 yards. And the Niners are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Yeah, here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's caught. It's the former Colt, Paris Campbell. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Being chased out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah! Here we go!
To throw is Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Niners offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. This one caught by Kittle. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Go! Street!
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Purdy from the gun. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 64 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Yeah! Here we go!
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he powers his way up past the 30. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early.
And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
They start on the ground with Elliott. breaks through the contact. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Powers past him at midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Kill. 47. 26.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49ers offense had Brock Purdy getting... The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? They'll start this drive out on the ground. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Purdy now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Here's Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Here we go, set. 60 Maverick.
Throwing here, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Back to throw, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
George Kittle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Prescott now. Campbell making the catch. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Prescott to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. They'll look to throw here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Down right around the 25. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Yeah! There we go!
Now Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
46.
Back to throw here.
Left side to Lamb. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Purdy.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Let's go.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Purdy looking to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
laying himself out in the end
end zone. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Yeah, here we go. I take.
Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing, Prescott. That ball caught by Campbell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Purdy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Purdy bootlegging it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from 19 yards away. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a 4th quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now Dak. That's complete to Lamb. And he prior to going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And this is into the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Finding Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Purdy to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. 10th carry now for Elliott.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Looking deep for Jennings. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 1st and goal. Purdy on the sneak.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He'd done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10.
But I remember it. And able to get this out to the 25.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 7. A little over 20 seconds to go. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, take.
Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Here's Dak.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
To throw, Prescott.
This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least, I guess, if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the...
Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out, only got time for a night out, so tell me what you want.